All right, so I'm going to take you through the process of getting the self-host ready for you to use it. It's pretty simple. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the license, right? So we're going to get to click get license. Then we're going to click the pay with Polar. This will open this page, and I'm going to process this so that I can show you how you're going to see the license after that. So let me do that. So once we pay, we're going to see this screen. We're just going to see it on the same page that you've paid, but also you're going to receive an email with the license code and a way for you to access the customer portal anytime you want in the near future. So we're going to proceed with the installation. Once you do this, we're going to add the email that has been used to make the purchase to the GitHub repository, so that when you visit the deploy page, for example, let me show you. Right now, when you click deploy now, you're going to see these errors on the repos that are connected to that self-host. Yeah, but once you pay and we add you as a collaborator, you can now be able to see this change to ready to be deployed. So we're not going to do anything, just going to click deploy, and then once this load and you can see this these services here, what we're going to do, we're just going to wait, allow them to deploy the first versions that don't have all the variables that are required. So we're just going to leave this to deploy, and then we're going to focus on this settings icon right here, just here, and then we're going to go over to shared variables. Now, this is where we're going to set our variables that are going to be used by uh, different different services. So we are going to head over to the docs page. So when you go to playlist craft and you go to docs, you can see the deployed item here. So when you click on it and you scroll down, you can just come here to the project settings and copy first this first batch. Just copy it and then head over to the shared. Just click on, you can click on this icon here that says the raw editor now. Yeah, you see this icon. So when you click on this and you paste and you click update, you can see that they update here, but now they are using just placeholders. So for us to update them, we're going to do step by step. So we're going to start with file. So when we go to the deploy guide, when we look at file here, we can just open this in new tab. So it's going to take you to this page and you can just click on add key. Now, from the docs, you saw that I said for you to have the sidebar load balances every time you make a request or anytime you use an API key. For us to be able to get the balances for you on the sidebar, you have to select admin, all right? So if you don't want to have the balances load every time you make a request, for file only, you can just leave it at API. But I'm just going to set it at admin and then click create account. Then I'm going to copy this key. Don't worry, I'll delete this key once the video is up. But for you, please don't expose your API keys. So I'm just going to copy this and put it in file. So for you to update it, just click on the three dots, click edit, paste your API key, and click on the tick. And then we're going to go to the second one, which is Open Router. So for that, I'm going to just open the Open Router link, click on new key, and then we can just set it as maybe let's say playlist craft self-host, and then no expiration, just click on create. Again, please don't expose your API keys. For myself, I'm just using this for tutorial purposes. I'll delete these keys that I've created. So we copy the Open Router one, and then we are going to paste it here. Just follow the same thing, click on edit, and then replace this Open Router. And then the last one is going to be Suno API key, the last one for the API keys. So for that one, you're just going to click on the Suno one. The link will be here for you once I'm done with this. Click on API key, and then I'm just going to click on this and enter playlist self. You can enter any name, but the important thing is that after you click on create, you're just going to click on copy on this one, and then you're going to replace it on this variable. And then now for YouTube client ID and client secret, now these ones are very important for you to be able to upload videos to your YouTube channel if you want to automate that process. If you don't want to do that, you can ignore them, but for you to be able to use this the YouTube server, you have to set those. So anytime you make a change on the shared variables, when you come back here, you'll see that there's an option to deploy. But let's first set up the YouTube server variables and then we will deploy. All right. So for that, again, we are going to copy the link, this link, just copy it and open it in a new tab. And then once you're here, you're just going to create a new project, because I know for you, perhaps you might not have any project. So how you do that, you just click on new project, and then we are going to say playlist craft self host. Then we're going to create the project. So you're going to wait for it to create, just wait for it to create, or if you already have any project in your cloud console, you can select that project. So you're going to select this one, and then what you're going to do, you're going to click on either the sidebar. When you click on the sidebar, you can see the APIs item. Just click on that one so that we enable the YouTube API access. And then once that opens, you're just going to click on enable APIs right here at the top, enable APIs, and then you're going to search for YouTube, just YouTube, and then you'll select the one that says you can just write YouTube and click enter so that you see the results, and then you can select the YouTube Data API v3. So we're going to do this, and then we're going to enable this one. All right, so we enable this one, and once it's enabled, this is the only one that we're going to use. So at the moment it's enabled, we can just go back and continue. Yeah, so once it's enabled, it's going to take us back to this screen, and we can click OAuth consent screen. All right, so just click on the OAuth consent screen, and then we are going to click on get started so that we set up our OAuth overview. Now what we're going to do here, we're just going to say playlist craft, or you can write any name. This is just what is going to show up when we are integrating a channel on the self-host solution. So for the support email, you can select the one that is going to be shown. And then for internal, external, if you're using a workspace, you can be able to select the internal, but if you're using a normal Gmail account, you can only select the external option. And then you're going to click contact information. You can just enter any email address that you have access to. So I'm just going to fill that, and then just finish with continue and click create. All right, so before you continue, I'm going to need you to click on the audience before you create the client or screen to get the client ID and the secret. I need you to click on the audience so that we publish this, so that you're able to link any YouTube account, not just the ones that are on your Gmail account. So we're going to go here and click on the publish app, and then you're going to say confirm. Perfect. Now this is in production, and then what we are going to do is we are now going to go to clients, click on clients, and then when you click on clients, you can click on the create client, and on the create client application type, we are going to set this as web application, and then you can name it however you want. And then we are going to click on the add URI, the authorized redirect URIs. We're going to click on this, and then we're going to go back to Railway. Click on the YouTube server. The YouTube server, I need you to click on the YouTube server service. You see we have this 7 services. Click on the YouTube server, and then we click on the settings so that we get the public networking URL, and then we click on copy, just the public networking, not the private one, the public one. Click on copy, and then come back to the screen, paste it here, and then just make sure that before the URL you enter the text HTTPS colon and the double slash to make the URL valid. Right? When you copy from Railway, you just get this part without the HTTPS section. So just add the HTTPS colon slash without any space between it and the URL, and then that's it. Just click create, and then we are going to see a pop-up that will give us now the client ID, this one here. Don't expose these ones too. I'm going to delete this one immediately this video is up. So just copy the client ID, head back to Railway, and then go back to the shared. So click on settings, go to shared variables, click on production, and then we can edit the client ID, edit, paste the client ID, and then let's take the client secret too, and then we can paste it. So let's click on tick here, and then we can edit the client secret, edit, click on tick. Now when we go back to the screen here, we can now click deploy so that we apply the shared variables, and that is the only step that you are going to work on. So the only long step is for the Google client ID and secret to allow us to publish to YouTube. But for the other ones, as you have seen, it's as easy as ABC. So once these are online, or once they stop, once this building and deploying disappears and all of them just show online, we can now proceed to the next step, which is just simply to go and open the front end and enter the activation key. So let's give it a few seconds. All right, everything is online. Everything is online. Now, what we are going to do, now we are going to click on the front end service, click on settings, and then on the public networking, just click on this URL. Just click it, or you can copy and open in a new tab. But when you click it, it will just open in a new tab, and that is your front end. As you can see, it's going to check the installation. If it's a new installation, it's going to take you to the setup page. If it's already an installation that you already have an account, it's going to redirect you to the login page. So for us, we're just going to create an account very, very quickly. Just going to log in, and then it's going to take us to this page. This is now the license activation page. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to our pay page where we had paid, so that this page, and then we can copy. We're gonna copy the license, then come back to our front end, paste the license, and activate it. That's it. Now we have access to the dashboard, and you can see that on the sidebar, this is the API balances I was talking to you about. So anytime we make a Suno API request, we create songs, we create playlists, the balance will automatically update, so that you, at least from here, you know how your balances look like. For Open Router, anytime we have a chat completion, or anytime we use AI in this dashboard, the balances also update. And for FAL, anytime we generate media, or we generate backgrounds in the render, the balance will also update automatically.